If you dread bedtime because you know that you just won't sleep, I get it. The average woman loses hundreds of hours of sleep during menopause, but tonight we'll start getting some of that back. By the end of this video, you will know, firstly, why falling asleep or staying asleep is so hard during menopause. Secondly, what you can do in the middle of the night when you're lying awake and watching the hours tick by. And lastly, how to reset your nights so that sleep starts to feel natural again. So let's begin by looking at why menopause can suddenly make peaceful sleep feel impossible. Menopause doesn't just affect your body. It affects your brain chemicals and hormones that normally help you to switch off at night. And it's a bit like trying to turn off your TV with the remote control, but the button just doesn't work properly. You keep pressing it and the screen stays on. Now that's what menopause can do to your sleep switch. That off button just won't respond. For me, I noticed it in the strangest of ways. In the last few minutes before bedtime, just as I was about to clean my teeth, this wave of anxiety would suddenly hit me, and I knew I was going to struggle to fall asleep. I also knew that the anxiety I was suddenly feeling would make it even harder. It felt like a catch-22. If I let the anxiety take over, there was no chance I'd sleep. But if I could stop that anxious spiral in its tracks, at least I stood a chance. That was the moment I realised I had to nip the anxiety in the bud before it stole my whole night's rest. So let's talk about what's really going on. As estrogen and progesterone drop during menopause, they affect serotonin and dopamine in your brain. These chemicals don't just influence your mood, they also regulate your sleep and your stress response. Progesterone in particular has a calming sedative effect. When there is less of it, sleep becomes lighter and more fragile. That's why you can feel utterly exhausted, but still lie awake for hours, or wake up at 3 a.m. and struggle to get back to sleep again. So what can you actually do? Now here's the first tool I want you to try. Your calm signal for sleep. Now this works when you're lying awake at night. All you need to do is gently press your finger and your thumb together while you take a slower, deeper breath. Take a few of them. As you do this, either recall a safe, peaceful image from a memory, or you can imagine one in your mind, somewhere safe and peaceful. It could be your favourite garden, a quiet beach, or a cosy corner with a warm drink. The key is to give your mind something soothing to rest on instead of those racing thoughts. And because it's just a finger and a thumb, you can use this anchor no matter how you're lying in bed. Now let's deal with that pre-bedtime anxiety, the moment I described earlier. Here's a trick that you can use every night. When you pick up your toothbrush and you put the toothpaste on it, let that action become your anchor for calm. Every single time you do it, pause for a moment, breathe, let yourself feel calm. And over time, your brain will automatically link brushing your teeth with calmness. That means at night, you begin your bedtime routine from a place of calm. And in the morning, you start your day with that same sense of calm too. And alongside these anchors, there are also some practical tips that make a big difference over time. Keep to a regular bedtime and a wake-up time, even at the weekend. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and free from devices. Avoid caffeine and alcohol. Avoid those close to bedtime. Create a simple wind-down routine. Maybe some reading or some stretching, even listening to a hypnotherapy audio to prepare your mind for sleep. If menopause insomnia has left you feeling anxious and defeated, please know that this isn't your fault. It's a biological shift and there are ways to work with it. I've used these tools myself, and I've seen so many women begin to sleep more peacefully again once they have the right anchors and routines in place. Here's something extra for you. If you combine these methods with good sleep hygiene, supportive nutrition, and small daily moments of self-care, you'll notice your baseline calm growing over time. That means that this technique works even faster when insomnia does strike. Now you know what's really going on with menopause, insomnia, and you've got two powerful ways to take back control. A calm anchor that you can use during the night, that thumb and finger, and that bedtime ritual that starts with your toothbrush. But here's the thing, for many women, insomnia and anxiety are closely linked. And if your mind is racing at night or you feel anxious before bed, tackling that anxiety is just as important as calming your body. That's why I've made another video showing you how to ease menopause anxiety in under 1 minute. A technique that works any time of day or night. And you can watch that here, right now. It's on the screen and the link is in the description.